Hello and welcome. I am so excited to be back, coming through a lovely yoga practice with you all. I intend today to do maybe a quick 15 to 20 minute vinyasa class just to get us moving for the day. So let's begin seated on our mats. We are going to take our hands to our knees, lengthening up tall through the spine. And your hands can just rest gently on your knees. You can relax down through the arms and relax those shoulders down away from the ears. Taking a moment to just land here on your mat. Tuning into the breath and into the body. On your next inhale, we're going to start some movement. So we're going to ground those hands onto our knees as we bring the chest forward through the arms, opening up through the front body. Exhale, curl through the spine, round away. Inhale, coming forward and through the gates of the arms, opening up through the chest. And exhale, rounding through the spine. Move your body with your breath. And then from here, you might like to add on a little bit. This time, as you curl away, as you come forward, you might take the chest out over the right knee, open up through the front, over to the left, and then curling away. Taking some circles here. I do apologize about the lighting. I know it's not the best, but we're making do with where we are at the moment. And then take those circles in the opposite direction now. And then calming back through center. Sitting up tall, and we're going to roll over onto our hands and knees. So you might roll over onto your hands and knees and forward over those legs there. And then coming into a tabletop position with your hands under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Tuck the toes of the right foot, send the right leg back long, and then on an inhale, lift it up in line with the hip. Pausing here. Then grounding down into that right hand, we're going to send the left hand out towards the top of the mat and lifting it up in line with the shoulder. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, round through the spine, bring the elbow and the knee to meet. Inhale, find length through the body. Exhale, curling it in. Move with your breath here. One more. And then taking it out long, holding here before releasing the left hand down. And we're going to take that left foot and take it out to the side here, becoming like a stand. And we're going to drop the right foot down to the mat. Right toes are going parallel with the short side of your mat. And we're going to lift up to stand. Take a breath here, and then as you exhale, take that right hand down the right leg and reach the left arm overhead. Side stretch into that left side of the body. Exhale, bringing the hands down to the mat. Bringing that left foot back in line, right knee down. Tucking the toes of the left foot, sending the foot back, lifting the leg up on an inhale in line with that hip. Grounding down into the left hand this time as you extend the right hand forward and lift it up in line with the shoulder. Creating a long line through the body here. Take an inhale, and then as you exhale, knee and elbow come to meet. Inhale, find length. Exhale, round through the spine as the knee and the elbow come in. Moving with your breath here. final time, taking it long, bringing it in, then taking it long again, releasing the right hand down, kickstand that right leg, left foot comes down parallel to the short side of the mat, reaching up to come up to stand. Left hand goes down the left leg, right hand reaches over. Side stretch into the right side of the body. Cartwheel the hands down to the mat, tucking the toes and sending the hips up towards the sky and downward facing dog. First downward dog of the day, so walk your legs a little bit, moving your hips from side to side. And then when you're ready, finding stillness in your downward facing dog. Now we want length through the spine here, so if you need to bend through those knees ever so slightly to find that length through the spine, then do so. On your next inhale, bend the knees, look between the hands and step forward. Find length through the spine on a half lift. Exhale, fold over the legs, ground down into the feet, reaching those arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bringing the hands towards the chest, pausing for a moment here. On your next inhale, we're going to reach those arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Half lift on an inhale, then plant the hands and step the feet back through plank. Lower the knees to the mat, and then we're going to lower the chest and the chin towards the mat. As you exhale, coming forward and into a baby cobra. Hands are coming beside the ribs, open up through the chest. Exhale, lower towards the mat. Knees to the mat. As you lift up through tabletop, tuck your toes and come back to down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it between the hands. Left foot comes parallel to that short side of the mat as you lift up into your warrior two. Right knee over the right foot. Gaze is coming out over those right fingertips. Straighten through the front leg, send the hips towards the back of the mat, reaching that front arm forward and then lowering it down along the leg. Circle that left hand down, coming onto the toes of that back foot and open up to the right side. Lower that back knee. Now, option to stay here, option to send that right hand back towards the back of the mat and then bend that left leg in. You can take that left foot with the right hand if you can reach. If not, that's okay too, just reaching towards it. Wherever you feel good today, listen to your body. We're all different. Releasing the foot, releasing the hand, bringing the hand back, framing through the front foot. We're going to tuck the toes of the back foot to lift that back knee and then step the right foot back into your downward dog. Left leg lifts on an inhale. Step the foot forward on an exhale. Bringing that right foot down parallel to the short side of the mat and opening up for your warrior two. Left knee over left ankle. Gaze coming out over the left fingertips. Relax the shoulders down away from the ears a little bit more here. Then straighten through the front leg, send the hips towards the back of the mat as you reach that front hand forward and then down along the leg for triangle pose. Bending through the front leg as you circle the hands down to the mat, back knee lowers. Right hand comes to the mat, left hand reaches up for a twist. Option to stay here, option to bend through that right leg, sending that left hand back and taking the foot, or taking the action towards the foot. Releasing the foot, bringing the hands to frame that front foot, lifting that back knee, holding here, before stepping that left foot back to meet the right and coming into your downward dog. Curl through the spine on an inhale as you bring the chest over the hands to find your plank position. Pausing here. Then lower the knees, bringing the big toes together, knees as wide as the mat, and sinking down to your child's pose. On an inhale, walking those hands back towards the body, coming to sit. We're going to bring our feet around in front of us, soles of the feet together, knees wide, open through the chest, and you might butterfly flap your wings here, knees coming up and down ever so slightly with gentle pulses. Then sending the feet forward a little bit as you curl through the spine and bring the forehead towards the feet. Lifting up on an inhale. Extend the left leg, the right leg, bringing the left sole of the foot into the inner thigh. We're going to turn our chest towards that right foot, and as you inhale, lift your hands up overhead, and as you exhale, fold that chest towards the toes. Inhale lifts you up, and then exhale, we're going to take our right hand to the left knee, left hand behind us, and a twist. Keeping the left hand where it is, we're going to now ground down into that right foot, left knee. As we lift the hips up, reach the right arm overhead. Exhale, lower down, bringing the hips back, and then extending the left leg. Right sole of the foot comes into the inner thigh, turning the chest towards that left foot, reaching the arms up overhead, and as you exhale, fold forward with the chest towards the toes. Inhale lifts you up, taking that right hand behind you and the left hand to the outer right knee, Getting my left and right confused again. Right hand stays where it is, ground down into the knee and into the foot so you can lift that arm up overhead. Release the hips to the mat, coming back through center. We're now going to take our soles of the feet to the mat. Find length, reach the arms forward, and then as you lower down, curl through the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, coming to land on your mat. Walking those feet in slightly so they're just behind your hips. Your fingertips should be able to touch the backs of your heels. Feet are hips distance apart. Ground down into the feet, and as you begin to inhale, tilt the pelvis slightly towards you, and as you exhale, lift those hips up off the mat, the bridge pose. Exhale, lower down. Bringing those knees in towards the chest. You might rock a little from side to side. Then send the feet up towards the sky and take the outside of the feet with your hands, or you can take the ankles or behind the knees, wherever you can reach today, for happy baby. And again, you might find that rock from side to side. Feels pretty relaxing to rock. Release the feet, bringing the knees in towards the chest one final time before extending them out long for your Shavasana. Allowing the feet to just drop open. Hands come down beside you, palms faced up, relaxed and away from the body. Remembering that Shavasana is your time to just simply be present and in your body. And from here we're going to begin to wriggle the fingers and the toes. Making those movements bigger through the wrists and the ankles. And stretching the arms overhead for a full body stretch, waking up through that body. Before bending the knees and rolling to the right side. Pausing here just for a moment to find some space for gratitude for you for taking your movement today. And then when you're ready, coming up to sit. Bringing the hands together in front of the heart. Thank you so much for joining me today in this yoga practice. I'm so happy to be back and I cannot wait to be bringing you more regular videos. Thank you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste. You know what to do from here, guys. If you liked this video, then give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of this, hit me up with a comment. Let me know. Let me know what you want, actually. Do you want more vinyasa classes? Would you like more slow yin classes? Would you like some more gentle practices? Speak to me. Let me know what feels good for you, and I can create a class around that. If you want hip focus, you want arm focus, you know, let me know. I'd love to bring you what you need in a practice that really does work for you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you again next time. Bye from now.